Good morning. This is a story request from Athletic Soldiers. This is a little kinpo that I've seen on The Perfect Weapon. Jeff Beekman. Oh, it's probably not correct the way I was doing it, but I can do it better than that, but I'm out of shape. There's kicks and strikes and blocks and stuff with that. But that's Kenpo karate, and like I said, that's from a movie called The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman in it. Check it out sometime. Look it up on YouTube. You can see him doing his routine, like right at the close to the beginning, a little after the beginning of the movie, and the song he does it to is it's pretty cool. It's like I want to say it's a late 80s, or maybe early 90s. No, I want to say it's more late 80s movie. It's pretty good. He does some really good stuff in there. I mean, he's an actual martial artist even today in Kenpo karate, and yeah, I grew up in martial arts. I had a real big interest in martial arts. My brother and I, my older brother Wayne, we used to slap box and do all kinds of kicks and stuff, and I grew up with an interest in it. I mean, I used to watch the old, Japanese, Chinese, Cantonese, martial arts movies. Even when they, their mouths don't move with the actual language they were speaking, so they had to edit it in or whatever you call it, and. But I used to just have I used to watch those movies like crazy. I grew up with watching David Carradine. Oh my gosh, that show just escaped me. I can't believe it escaped me. I'm getting older. Losing my memory. I'll think of it later. When I try to think of things, it doesn't come. But if I don't think about it later, it comes to me. Anyway, but yeah, just a big interest in martial arts, all kinds of martial arts. Grew up a big Bruce Lee fan. And then later on, after Brandon Lee started doing his stuff, I started getting into him, and then he died from that accidental gunshot. Then later on, I started getting into, I was into all different kinds of martial artists. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I even like Cynthia Rothrock, if any of y'all have heard of her. She had some pretty good movies in the late 80s, probably somewhere around there. There was one movie called Jim Cotta, and that was actually with I can't remember his name either. He was actually a gymnast, but he did a movie in martial arts, and it was pretty cool. I always wanted to just do martial arts, and of course taking classes, that was always too expensive for me when I was younger. And I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in myself to even do that kind of stuff. As I grew up, I started doing a lot of stretches. I was really good. I could almost do a full splits. I could kick above my head, kick, the dangling fan chains that hung down. I could kick up and hit it with my foot. I was pretty quick. I was good at, what we call, I don't know if you all have heard of slap boxing or not, but it's all about blocking, blocking and finding a spot to get a tap in on your opponent. Just if you could, and it's not like you're not slapping to hurt in the way I did it, because I always did it with my little brother. I did it with people I work with, just mess around, and I just go in, tap, block, tap, just stuff like that. act like you're gonna fake them out, come in, tap them on the face. You know, I could get a shot in, do a kick as you're doing a slap. You know, and they don't know to expect it, but yeah, I just really got into it. Of course, now I'm overweight. I need to get back into it. Maybe help me lose some weight, because I'm really out of shape. But I still like doing it. But my confidence is back gone again because, you know, being overweight and you seeing yourself do it, you look ridiculous. You know, I would no way put it on YouTube. Of course, it probably would go viral just because of the stupidity of it, you know. But I still enjoy it. My new favorites on TV are like Donnie Yen. I'm a real big Jet Li fan. Sammo Hung a little bit. Another chubby guy like me, but I like a lot of different martial artists. But what we're getting to is he wants to, Athletic Soldiers wants to know my time that I did my martial arts at a school. I only was in there for 3 months, and it was Taekwondo, and at the time I was in decent shape, but I mean, there was a lot of stuff I don't know. Jeremy started out. They started doing this at his school, and then they invited him to come to his dojo or his studio where he did actual martial arts and teach them, you know, defense and all that kind of stuff. So he did that for a little while, and then I decided, you know, I might do it because they offered me kind of a pretty good deal, and I couldn't pass it up. So, but the deal was kind of, I think, just a trial period, and then if I wanted to do it some more, the price would have to go up. So I did the trial period. I really enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of confidence in myself. I even lost more weight, learned some other, you know, moves, some blocks, some strikes, some kicks, and I really liked it. But I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to keep doing it. Jeremy, I kept him in it for a little while. At school, they did stuff like, I think it was called, they had these cushions, and they'd block each other with them. Can't remember what they called it. Like bumper car type thing. Yeah, my time in it, I got compliments from the instructors that I had real good stretch, that I had you know, I was able to kick pretty high for my size and my weight. Finally, after a while, I got to spar. My first sparring was with a younger guy, and he kicked hard. I mean, he was throwing some kicks in there, and I was trying to block him with my leg, bringing it up, you know. His strikes, I was blocking pretty good. That's one of my better things, is I'm pretty good at blocking. But he threw in a punch. I blocked it, and I come in, and you know, we had padded gloves, so I come in and did a pretty hard face punch, and I didn't, you know, mean to hit actually that hard, but yeah, it was a pretty good punch. But that was pretty successful sparring there. And then I went in against a guy about my same age, and it was a good one. We was throwing in some punches, and he complimented me at the end that I was really good at blocking, that my defense was really spot on. Yeah, that was kind of a tie. But yeah, after that, that's all I got to do. If you stay in, I think I got to a green advanced belt is what they call it, and at that point, that's all the further I could go. Now the black belts in this program, if you get to that point, to get to your black belt, you got to be able to do 200 push-ups, and you got to go against 5 other students at one time in sparring. And then I think after that, or maybe the next day or something, to get your black belt, you got to go against one of the instructors. So it would have been an interesting trial period. I would have, you know, enjoyed getting to that point. Yeah, when you can't afford it, you can't afford it, you know. So, but maybe I can get back into it again, and because I still really enjoy it. Gives you, you know, better stamina. You can, you know, last out your day better. It's good for cardio, just with your weight, confidence. I really enjoyed it, and of course I'm still into martial arts movies and stuff, and I still slap box with Jeremy once in a while and stuff. But yeah, I miss it. But there you go. There's my little martial arts story. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys know what you guys know in your martial arts history. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.